Yo, what up? It's AaroniMoses. And these are what the fuck happened to my notes? Irresponsible as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna think of something else. So we're gonna say 15 tips. I'll think of something for you new parents out there or you people planning on having children. Now this is gonna get it's gonna get dark. It's gonna be funny. Let's see where this goes. So my first tip is take your kids outside, bro. My son has been outside ever since he was 2 days old. Literally, take them outside because if you keep them inside, you're just like personalities. They're gonna be like they're not gonna have any immune system. They don't have an immune system, I believe, for the first 2 weeks, but you still have to expose them to germs. Like my son has only been sick because I let the white man vaccinate him. Other than that, he's been fucking healthy and happy, alright? So take your kids outside and just treat them like they're fucking humans. Next, the most annoying thing. Next is don't take your children around old people too long. Why? Old people think they know fucking everything. I don't know why they think that, but they do, especially when it comes to children. Older people who haven't had infants and babies for 20 to 40 goddamn years think that the information on babies has not changed. It's totally changed, it's totally evolved, and old people always tell you not to do some shit that's perfectly normal, like taking them outside, like having them exposed to cold and hot weather. My son loves extremely cold and extremely hot weather, and motherfuckers are always bundling him up. I'm like, don't bundle him up. I want him to be used to the fucking all temperatures, the rainbow spectrum of temperatures. Old people will tell you not to hold his neck. Don't hold your baby's neck, okay? That's another tip. Don't hold your baby's neck because if you hold their neck, they won't develop muscles. You know what I mean? So dumb shit like that. Obviously don't let them break their own fucking neck, and don't let them fucking fuck up their esophagus cuz they can die like that. But don't listen to fucking old people's tips anyway, unless it's some legit shit that you've never heard of. Like there's some technique that Mexicans use where they tie some fucking a sheet around their baby like under their shit like that, and it teaches them how to fucking walk. And there's some way that they do it to teach them how to crawl and shit like that. But don't fucking listen to old ass people, especially crazy dumbass old ass people. All right, shout out to my old ass people out there. I'm sorry. I don't because I just don't like motherfuckers telling me what to do. Number one, and I don't like people that I consider already like, kind of crazy or questionable mentally telling me what to do with a small child so delicate. Next, children, babies, infants are not as fucking delicate as you think. Like, don't fucking try to play with them like that and shit, but you don't have to, like, you can, they could take a little bit of stuff. They're humans. Humans get into 70 mile per hour fucking accidents every day and don't die. Accident at fucking, I think an accident at 50 miles per hour is the equivalent to slamming your whole body against the wall at 70 miles per hour. Yes, this person is a baby, this person is an infant, but they can take a lot of damage. I don't know that personally. I mean, I do know that because the shit I see on TV where people fuck their kids up and go to jail and shit like that. But I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be careful with them, but they're not as fucking delicate as you think. I pick my son up by his fucking arms. I fucking hold him like a goddamn sack of potatoes. I fucking play with him. I exercise him pretty rough. If you've seen it, you would probably be questioning my parenting skills, but I'm a goddamn good parent, and a lot of people haven't exercised their kids. That's why most of America is fat motherfuckers. We have an obesity problem, and I exercise my kid. Funny story. My son was born in a white ass hospital in Hoffman Estates, I believe, Illinois. Wherever it was above Arlington, it was north of Arlington Heights. Anyway, this dumbass motherfucking nurse said to me, Mr. Hister, I think your son has breast. He might have a hormonal imbalance. And I looked at him and I looked at her like, you've never seen a swole baby? You never seen a black baby being born, have you? My son was not born with breast. He had a chest. I naturally have a nice chest. I naturally have chest muscles. My son was born with pecs because he's a black baby. He's not a skinny fucking bony ass skeleton white baby. He's a mulatto child. He's black. 3/5 of a man. Okay, he's black. So to that dumbass nurse, black people are born with muscles. Some of us are born with mustaches. Alright? Dumb bitch. Mr. Isser, I think your son has breast. No, bitch. You just think you know everything because you're a doctor. You're not even a real doctor. You're a nurse's assistant, nigga. You're not even a real nurse. Whatever the fuck. Next, play with your kids. Play with your kids because it helps them develop. And a little secret, when you play with your kids, it helps them go to sleep. And it makes them sleep longer. But when you play with your kids, you're gonna get bored. You're gonna get really frustrated. Next, exercise your kids. My son is swole. He has muscles. He's strong. He lifts himself with 2 fingers. On my 2 fingers, with his little hands, he lifts, and it's pretty amazing. He's strong. He has a lot of body fat, but body fat's good. It's for developing their brain and shit. But my son is strong. He's fucking big because I exercise him. Because he drank breast milk. Give your kid breast milk for the first. They said 6 months. I think you should give your kid breast milk for the first 16 years of their life. Breast milk is amazing. I put breast milk on my wounds. You know what I mean? Fucking. So, exercise your kids and do baby yoga. My son loves baby yoga. I take his feet. This is gonna look really gay. He's asleep. I don't want to do it. But I take his feet and I do like this. Back and forth when he's on his back. He fucking loves it too. He doesn't even realize it's exercise. I take his arms. I do like this. He does not like that. On his back, when he's on his back. And I do like this. He loves that. When he's on his back. And I do like this to him, to his arms. When I stand him up, I put him on his back. I let him lift himself with my 2 fingers. He does it all on his own. And he does his little baby crunches. And I let him stand up all by himself. He stands up. He pushes off the bed. Whatever surface. He kicks me in the balls all the fucking time. It hurts. It hurts me. And he stands up. I exercise him regularly for like maybe 10 minutes. Yeah. Next, find out their allergies. My mother is allergic to like 7 things. She's allergic to strawberries, peanut butter, cats, shellfish, chocolate, and some medicines. He's not allergic to any of those things. One reason is because we lived with cats. My grandmother had 2 cats. And Liz ate all the things that my mom was allergic to. I made her eat shrimp and hella peanut butter. I forced it. I forced her to do it. And when she would sleep sometimes, I would take a syringe of all this shit my mom's allergic to and shoot it up in her neck. Don't tell her. Next. Put your kids on the grass outside. I told you, expose your kids to germs. Like, that's stupid for you to keep your kid in a fucking bubble. Because you know what? When they interact with germs and shit, they're going to get sick as hell. That's probably what happened to me. No, I had like 8 people living in my house when I grew up. So I was just sick because I was just a sick little kid. But I lay him in the grass. I give him some sunlight because black people need more sunlight than other people. Because if we don't, we get depressed and mentally ill and shit. That's true. Look it up. I'm not a racist. Next, if you don't have a kid, if you're planning on having a child, you should get a puppy and like a medium, like how my dog is. My dog is about 30 pounds and she comes up to like my knee, a little bit lower than that. She's about, I don't fucking know, all right? But she helps. She like cuddles with him because she's really needy because I don't give her enough attention because I have a life. She cuddles with him. She licks him. One time when I wasn't here, I'm glad I didn't see it. She licked his dick and balls when Liz was trying to change him, his butthole. She cleaned him. I mean, she left her in the room with Jimmy on the bed with no diaper, and she came back and he was clean. That's pretty disgusting. That's not a reason that you should get a dog for your baby, but I don't like cats, so I'm not gonna recommend anyone get a cat. Cats are the second most sociopathic animals in the animal kingdom, right behind the serpent, the snake. Fun fact of the day. But dogs will let you know when they're crying. They will help you protect your baby. My dog is a lot more protective of us. She is like my son's little sister, big sister actually. Um, they let you know. They let you feel more of a connection through your kid, and it just enriches a dog's life to have a small child to learn that they are not the center of the fucking universe. I don't baby Gaia at all, my dog, but she acted like a princess. She was kind of treated like a princess, and they make each other's lives better. She's a fucking dog. She rolls around in the grass. She helps expose him to more germs and shit, which is a good thing. And I just like that he interacts with animals. I want to get a snake, but I don't, not yet. So anyway, next would be make your own concoctions, okay, for your babies. Me, what I do is, cause this puts this dude out for like 4 hours, especially if he's hungry. All right, so I get a spoonful of peanut butter, put it in the bottle, put some formula, 6 ounces of formula, and I wanna say, we'll just say 3 teaspoons, the biggest one, of this baby oatmeal that he has. I can't see the brand on it, it's right there, and I'm not getting up. But when I make that, he fucking goes to sleep for like 4 hours. He doesn't have to eat for like 2.5 hours. He's good. So much protein. And my son is swole. He's muscular. You know what I'm saying? He's muscular. He's strong. He's hella smart. But like sometimes I put blueberries in it. Sometimes I put strawberries or pineapples in it. He fucking loves that. It's like a baby smoothie. It's like a baby fruit shake. But I get those little. He gets those little extra nutrients, hella protein. If he's obviously not gonna be allergic to, hopefully he won't be allergic to peanuts and peanut butter, because people can develop allergies as they get older, because that's in his genes. But he likes peanut butter, shit like that. Next is to give your babies sugar. I don't want to say that. I don't know about the whole addiction thing with sugar. I don't know if that affects his brain development. I should actually be looking this up before I tell you to do this. But sugar makes people happy. It releases certain chemicals in your brain. I just give him a little bit of sugar on his lips, a little bit of sugar in his mouth. Not actual sugar, but like candy, sweet fruits, pineapples, things like that. Let him suck on them for a bit. But things like that, it changes his mood. He's happy. Sometimes he gets a little geeked. That's okay. But I give him a little bit of sugar, and he's all fucking smiley and fucking So actually, I'm gonna take that back. Do research, which I'm gonna do after I watch Empire, on whether or not you should be giving infants sugar. But when I just put a little shit on his lips, I put a little syrup on his nipple before I give him his bottle, not his nipples, you know, his bottle. I put syrup on the bottle, and I give it to him. Like, can't really say anything without making this shit sound gay. But yeah. So oh, this is very serious. Next is find out what works for you to keep yourself from smacking the shit out of your child, okay? For me, when Jimmy was 2 months, the first 2 months of his life, I was drinking every single day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm a real nigga, alright? So I was drinking because I was depressed, okay? We all know Moses is really not always this happy. I was drinking because I was depressed, I couldn't be selfish anymore. I felt like my life was over, whatever. But when I drank, I didn't even hear him crying really. Like, I would be dancing with him and fucking holding him. The first 2 hours of me drinking, I wanted to be left alone, honestly. I just wanted to listen to my music, smoke my cigarettes. But after that, I took care of him most of the time. I didn't hear him crying like that. I was dancing with him, I was playing with him, looking at him. But as far as dealing with the crying and having to take care of him, oh my god, bro, drinking helped so fucking much. Like, when I drink right now, which I haven't really been doing, I started drinking about a week ago for the first time. Again, not gonna last past this week. After I killed this bottle of Bombay, thought the homie was coming over, so now I have extra alcohol, whatever. So, but whatever works for you, if it's weed, hopefully it's not cocaine, if it's alcohol, if it's weed, if it's playing video games, if it's, going outside. But you do have to find a coping mechanism for your babies, because you know what I didn't know? I didn't know that babies cried. I didn't know that babies cried this goddamn much. And it gets really, really annoying. And if you have just a little sip of beer, and I fuck everybody who thinks I'm a fucking bad person or a bad parent or irresponsible. I drink a beer, and my son stops being so fucking annoying. And I'm not a bad person. Wine, beer, a shot, whatever it may be. Whatever works for you. Don't become a fucking addict after this. Pop a pill, smoke some weed. And it doesn't have to be drugs, I just don't have I don't have good coping skills, so that's the only thing, really. If you get some loud ass headphones, I don't recommend this, because this is gonna fuck with your hearing, and I really love music, so if you get headphones that are louder than your child, that's awesome. Or some speakers or some shit that you can turn up that are louder than your kid. But you need to listen for what kind of a cry that they're using. That's pretty important, actually. So I wouldn't recommend you getting headphones that are louder than when your kid cries. If you want to put headphones over your ears and so it'll muffle the sound so it won't be so loud, definitely do that. But instead, you can do drugs. Next is this is really important. Make jokes about your kid dying. Children, infants, babies can be affected by SIDS, sudden infancy death syndrome, for up to a year. They're not safe from just dying from out of nowhere. Alright? So what helps me, I thought about what I would feel if my son died. What helps me is to make jokes about them dying. Somebody will say, oh my god, is he sleeping? He's probably dead. I haven't fed him in like fucking 3 days. He's probably dead. Or when I look at him, I look at him and I just pretend like he's in a little casket. It helps me. I'm not good with death. I don't feel things when people die, but I feel like I would feel a lot if my son died before me, as an infant. Make jokes about them dying, because not if they die, but it'll help you deal with the fact that between now and a year, they're gonna die. They might, there's a chance. Even if SIDS doesn't run in your family, you could get bit by a roach or some shit, or a mouse or anything like that. So it's obviously not good to have roaches and mice in your house. But when you have kids. But I make jokes. I made jokes about my son dying because it's funny, first of all, and second, it helps me cope. All right, it helps me not think about my son dying. Next, get a fucking chair or a swing or a chair that moves, because my son loves movement, and I don't always want to fucking move him. I do other stuff, but he loves moving. I think he has ADHD. Hopefully he doesn't, because I don't have ADHD and I don't know how to deal with that shit. And I really don't want to train him to deal with some shit that I don't know anything about. But swinging, obviously not while eating, but after, before, it helps them go to sleep. It helps you regulate their mood, and it keeps them happy. They like swinging, a little bit of solo time. Oh, and next, don't fucking run after your child every time they cry. Don't run after you don't have to fucking, because that makes them spoiled. That gives them certain expectations. Yes, they can have certain expectations. They can become spoiled at before a year. That's not true. He's listening to these fucking doctors. My son is fucking spoiled because every time he cries, old ass people always ran to his aid. No, I let my son cry for like 5 minutes every time. Not because I'm always doing some shit. Sometimes I just watch him, look at him and watch him cry, and we just make eye contact, and he's like, yo, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just watching you. I'm watching you cry because I just want to watch you cry. Like, sometimes, oh, that's another tip. You should just look your child in the eye and just sit calmly and just look at them cry. Watch them. Watch them cry. I don't like the sound of it, but it makes me feel some kind of connection with him, or it just makes me realize the world around me. I don't know why I do that, but yeah, don't just run to your kids, and let them fucking have some solo play. All right, leave them in the fucking room by themselves sometimes. That's what's wrong with people. People are too fucking needy and dependent and codependent because they weren't left in a room by themselves. Google it. Look it up, ask your fucking doctor, okay? All these people, if you're feeling bad or anything negative for me right now, it's because you're a bad parent, your fucking self, and you spoiled the shit out of your kids. That's why they kill people, and that's why when you tell them no, they don't know how to fucking handle it. Because every time they cried, you ran and you got their little binky. No, my son is not gonna be a needy, codependent motherfucker that's pretending to be the fucking cool kid, okay? He's gonna be fucking independent. He's gonna be a rebel, hopefully not against me, because I will kill him. And I think about shit like that, alright? I don't give a fuck. But he's not gonna be needy. He's not gonna be antisocial, but he's not gonna be needy and codependent, because that creates all kind of problems. He's not gonna be spoiled, needy, and codependent, okay? Because that's how you create serial killers. And if you are doing anything to make your child one of those three or all of those three, then you are a serial killer maker. Alright? Glad we established that shit. So next, I mean, if you think I'm a bad person already, I'm gonna tell you that you can use the shit out of your child. You tell people that you have a baby, oh my god, they'll give you rides, they'll give you food, they'll give you fucking clothes, they'll fucking help you get a job and shit, they'll fucking let you cut in line, they'll open the door for you, especially if you have your kid with you. Oh Jesus, they'll give you pussy and head. Bro, telling people that you have a kid, I mean, if you're doing some responsible shit, if you're like shopping or some shit and people see you buying hella diapers with cash especially, and buying food, baby food with cash and not food stamps, you know how much pussy you can get like that. Oh Jesus, I guess all the waterfalls every time I go somewhere and I buy something for my son with cash and not food stamps and not fucking some like sketchy looking card that I can get from the government. Oh my god. If I didn't bring Liz everywhere, now I don't. But if those times, oh my god, pussy galore, splash waterfalls, bro. I mean, just besides the women, people, you tell people you have a kid, they'll help you. They'll help you get a job. They'll give you rides. They'll fucking, you can get you can get a lot of food stamps with the child. You get free healthcare. You can get scholarships. I mean, that's just the government. But if you, in society, if you're doing something responsible already, like looking for a job or looking for a house or a car, you know, always have the cutest picture. That's why I take pictures. I don't take pictures of my son because I want to remember when he was an infant. I don't give a fuck. He can't do anything and he annoys the shit out of me. I take pictures of my son so women can give me pussy and so people can give me free shit, alright? And so when I ask my mom for a little bit of help or my grandma or my auntie, they help me because they have that little picture. So, okay, that too, I'll give you a tip. If your mom never helps you or never gives you money, or your grandma or your auntie, or you want to just use the shit out of somebody, send them a picture of your baby first. Cute as fuck. Get some Snapchat filters, all that shit. Send them the one with the little bunny or the cat. Send them 2 days later. Ask them for $50, bro. It works. I swear to God. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm a baller. You already know. I don't do that. I swear to God, I don't. But for all you finessers and all you bad people out there, bling! Just got your little jewel. Alright, so anyways. Oh, next. This is my last thing. You gotta learn who that you can trust with the information that you have a child. You have to be able to gauge, like, I don't like knowing people. I don't let people in my house. Not that I have a whole bunch of cool shit people can steal, but this is where my son lives. You know, I let some people know that I have a child so they won't break into my house and follow me home, alright? So they won't do certain things to me, so they will assume that I'm broke, because I don't live in a good area. And there's hella ways to get at me without me seeing you. It's the goddamn country, there's not that many street lights. I mean, some people are just psycho and sociopaths, so they don't really give a fuck about you having a child or a person having a child. But let certain people know, because some people do have hearts and full personalities and they won't do certain things to you or for you if you have a child. Now, if you want somebody to get you a bottle or do something for you like that, you just have to know, just take this tip. Know who you can and you cannot tell that you have a kid, alright? It's water, and it's so good. It's so delicious. I love water so much. Water everywhere. But anyways, man, it's Aaron motherfucking Moses, excuse me, with We Da Bang TV, hashtag We Da Bang TV. Oh my God, I finally changed it. Hit me up, socialize with me. And, oh yeah, another tip. Expose your child to a lot of sound, because I can do basically anything when my son sleep and he won't wake up. And keep them in the dark. Not keep them in the dark, but just make sure they're not scared of the dark, alright? So noise and dark, alright? So those last two things. But socialize with me is AaroniMoses. All my information is in the description. I hope, yeah, it's in the bottom, I think. Yeah, right? So it's in the description. That's it, man. Peace. Peace. I wish I had a remote and I could just, yeah, but yeah, peace.